What if I told you hitting 500,000 miles isn't luck? It's a set of habits most drivers ignore. One man pushed a single car past 3.2 million miles. Another bought a $1,500 Lexus and drove it to 1 million. No engine swaps, no pampering, just discipline. In this video, you'll see why skipping oil changes kills engines, how a simple owner's manual outsmarts dealerships, and why tiny decisions can add 100,000 plus miles to your car's life. These aren't theories. They're proven, real-world results from mechanics and legendary high-mileage drivers. If you want your car to outlive expectations instead of draining your wallet, you're in the right place. Subscribe now. This might be the most valuable maintenance advice you'll ever hear. Meet the 3 million mile man. Irv Gordon purchased his cherry red 1966 Volvo P1800 for $4,150, roughly 41 grand in today's money, and drove it until his death in 2018 with an unbelievable 3,260,257 miles showing on the odometer. That's not a mistake. 3.2 million miles. That's comparable to circling the Earth 130 times or traveling to the moon and back nearly 7 times. When automotive reporters asked Gordon for his secret, he didn't point to some rare trick or costly workshop routine. His response was almost frustratingly simple. Just follow the owner's manual. It's a machine and it can't look after itself. That's it. The man who holds the world record for the most miles on a single car trusted reading and obeying a booklet most drivers shove into the glove box and forget about. But here's where it becomes interesting. He added one key twist to his advice that dealerships hate. Do what the manual says, not what the dealer says. The people who built the car wrote the manual. The habit that kills 80% of cars. Here's the single biggest killer of cars before they ever reach 200,000 miles, according to mechanics who have watched thousands of engines die up close. Skipping oil changes. Anam Barkan, a driving solutions specialist and veteran mechanic with decades of hands-on experience, explains it plainly. When oil isn't changed on time, it thickens and turns into sludge, which clogs passages and deprives critical parts like camshafts and bearings of oil. That leads to early wear, overheating, and in extreme cases, complete engine failure. Here's the shocking part. Barkan says she's worked on cars with engines that looked almost brand new at 180,000 miles simply because the owner used quality synthetic oil and changed it every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, and others that were ruined at 80,000 miles because oil changes were skipped. Same engine, same brand, same components. The only difference? One owner changed the oil consistently, the other missed a few services. That small habit was worth more than 100,000 extra miles of engine life. The $1,500 Lexus that reached 1 million miles. Speaking of legends, let me tell you about automotive journalist Matt Farah's 1996 Lexus LS 400. He picked it up used for $1,500 with 897,000 miles already on the odometer, what most people would instantly label a junkyard car, specifically to prove it could cross the 1 million mile mark. He loaned the car out to more than 100 different drivers over 4 years, giving almost no instructions other than drive safe, have fun. No speeches about warming it up, no careful treatment, just drive. And here's the crazy part. Not a single person in 4 years got stranded for anything besides a dead battery. The first owner leased it for 3 years. The second mostly kept it nearby. But the third owner was a traveling salesman who racked up over 700,000 miles in just 12 years. When Farah had the car inspected, one long-distance driver wrote in the logbook, "Feels like maybe 100,000 miles. You can't believe the odometer is accurate. It doesn't tick, knock, vibrate, or smoke. And even in this faded condition, feels like a luxury car." The takeaway? Cars are built far tougher than we usually think, if you stay on top of the basics. The 5 habits that actually matter. Let's get practical. Here's what people in the 500,000 plus mile club consistently do differently. Habit number 1, treat fluid changes like prescriptions. Skipping even one service interval can cut years off a car's life, says mechanic Eric Gelfand. And he's not talking about oil alone. Transmission services, coolant flushes, timing belt work, and brake fluid changes all need to be done on schedule. Every single time. That $150 transmission fluid service every 30,000 to 50,000 miles? It's what keeps you from facing a $4,000 to $5,000 transmission rebuild. And here's a pro tip most drivers miss. If a transmission has been ignored for too long, never do a full power flush. Stick to slow, gradual drain and fills to avoid shocking the system. Habit number 2, kill problems when they're babies. Gordon's advice is simple. When your car makes a funny noise, listen to it. This is where most people mess up. That small squeak, that faint vibration, that "it's probably nothing" sound? It's almost never nothing. The longer you ignore it, the worse it gets. Minor issues snowball into serious damage and painful repair bills. A $30 coolant leak can turn into a warped cylinder head in minutes. That's the line between a quick fix and full engine replacement territory. Habit number 3. Stop idling to warm up. This one surprises a lot of people. That habit of letting your car idle for 5 to 10 minutes on cold mornings? It's actually harming your engine. Modern fuel-injected engines don't need long warm-ups. That was a carburetor-era practice from the 70s and 80s. Long idling keeps the engine running at an inefficient fuel-air mix, creating carbon buildup and washing away the protective oil film that prevents metal-on-metal wear. The proven method? Idle for 30 to 60 seconds at most, then drive gently at low RPMs for the first 5 to 10 minutes. Your transmission doesn't even start warming up until the car is moving. Habit number 4, buy gas from high-volume stations. This was one of Gordon's most overlooked tips. Use gasoline from a high-volume station to keep crud out of your engine. Why does it matter? Busy stations get fresh fuel deliveries more often. Gas that sits in low-traffic stations' underground tanks collects water and sediment over time. And that junk ends up in your fuel system. If you're chasing high mileage, this detail matters. Habit number 5. Wash and protect the underbody. Where I live, the #1 killer of vehicles isn't engine failure, it's rust. Road salt, water, and slush eat away at control arms, subframes, brake lines, and everything underneath. High-mileage drivers understand this. Regular washing isn't about looks, it's about survival. Gordon waxed his Volvo at least twice a year. The goal wasn't shine, it was stopping corrosion that can turn a perfectly healthy engine into a car with no safe frame left to hold it. The real secret nobody tells you, mechanic. Eric Gelfand said something that really stuck with me. The journey to 500,000 miles will require multiple brake replacements, suspension part changes, alternator replacements, and possibly 2 transmission rebuilds. That's the honest reality. 500,000 miles isn't a straight line. It's a long marathon filled with maintenance pit stops. The drivers who reach this mark aren't avoiding repairs completely. They're catching problems early, following the boring instructions in the owner's manual, and respecting the machine. The wildest part? Irv Gordon only rebuilt his Volvo's engine twice, the first time at 680,000 miles, even though the dealer said it wasn't needed. As they said, there was nothing wrong. Gordon admitted, "I learned my lesson. The engine was fine. He simply assumed it needed help." That's the real mindset shift. Trust the manual, stay consistent, and let the car do what it was designed to do. 500,000 miles isn't magic, it's maintenance. If this helped you rethink how you treat your car, subscribe for more proven habits that actually extend engine life. And drop a comment below. How many miles are on your car right now, and what's the one maintenance habit you never skip?